Hi, my name is Emily Churkin and I'm the Screentime consultant. Today we're going to talk about myth number 3. My kid can make good choices about screen time and I trust my child. The truth about that one, it's our job as adults to set limits. I hear this from parents a lot. Well, my kid can self-regulate. My kid just turns off the iPad when they're tired. Some children might be able to do this, but not a lot. And there's a reason why. Today we're going to talk about persuasive design. Persuasive design is a technique that takes psychological concepts and technological ideas and combine them to change our behavior. The problem with persuasive design is that it taps into neural networks in our brain and hooks us in and holds our attention in a way that many other things don't. This is particularly problematic for kids because their brains are not yet fully developed. Any parent who's ever tried to take away a screen from a 5-year-old or a 9-year-old or even a 15-year-old knows that big reaction that comes, not just because they don't want to give up the screen time, but because their brains literally are hooking them in such a way that giving it up is robbing their brains of that feel-good hormone. We have to understand persuasive design as parents when we give our kids screen time. If we don't understand that, then we run the risk of getting mad at our kids for not giving in or not giving the phone back or not turning the iPad in when it's time to turn it off. The reality is you're not fighting with your kid. It's not that your kid lacks willpower or is weak or has some sort of character flaw. It's that you're fighting against the brain, and the brain is powerful. This feels good because secretions of hormones, feel-good hormones, are happening in the brain when we're watching and engaging in digital technology. And for children, this is particularly true. So when we pull away the screens, we're interfering with that feel-good hormone that's surging through their bodies. No wonder they get mad. There are ways to handle this. We can teach our kids about persuasive design. We can talk to them about how when a video on Netflix loops into the next video, that's a form of persuasive design. We have to opt out in order to stop watching, and our brains and bodies don't want to do that. We can talk about how tokens and rewards and points inside a video game are a part of persuasive design. It's a lot like a slot machine, and our phones function like slot machines. They make us feel good when we get notifications or likes on our post. It's exactly the same as a slot machine. It's called intermittent variable rewards. That's the psychological term for it. And what it means is when we look at our phone, we sometimes get a reaction, a notification, a like. And when we sometimes get it, our brain thinks, oh, we should check it again because we might get another one. And it felt good when we did. But the reality is because it's intermittent, it doesn't happen on predictable time frame, then we check it more often. Ironically, back in the days of the BlackBerry, when we had push notifications that came every 10 or 15 minutes, we wouldn't reach for them as often because we knew every 5 minutes we'd get the dump of emails or notifications. I almost wish that smartphones still had that. When we talk to our kids about persuasive design, we also have to use really clear language. We have to talk to them about how this isn't that you're a bad kid. This is about your brain really wants to keep you doing this. And I'm fighting with your brain right now. And when we acknowledge this, we get to help kids start to realize what's happening in their own bodies when they have to put a screen down and understand why it's so hard. We also need to be aware of the high cost of free. A lot of these freemium platforms or games or products are designed to be free or low cost to get us hooked in it. But the reality is there's often costs associated once you're in the game, things that you can buy, in-app purchases. One parent told me about her son racking up $600 in Fortnite skins, and she only found out when her credit card company called her to alert her. Parents, we have to model this behavior. We have to talk to our kids about persuasive design and help them understand why it's so hard to put the device down. And we have to avoid shaming and blaming them. This isn't because our kids are bad kids. It's because we are struggling against neural pathways and the brain is a powerful machine. Thank you for watching. Next time we're going to talk about the myth that phones will keep my kids safe and all I need are parental controls. The truth? Tune in next time to find out. You can subscribe to my video channel on YouTube for all the complete videos. Thanks for watching.